Hello there, and welcome back to another episode of Adie Asks. I'm here today with Kieran from WBC Builds.
Hello there. Good afternoon. How's it going?
It's good, thank you. Very, very, very glad to have you with us today. And you're going to be answering some questions for us. So really, really happy to have you here. First of all, a quick shout out to say that if you don't know Kieran and WBC Builds channel, then all the details are in the description. So make sure that you do go and check that out beneath after this video, of course. But yeah, welcome. And first question is to really just understand a little bit about you. How would you describe what you do in Minecraft?
Well, so for me, I love building in a Victorian or a Georgian style, and I really enjoy a bit of history and a bit of sort of understanding of the different styles from the past. So that's what I do in Minecraft, really. I take real life buildings from the past and recreate them here in the game, give a little bit of a backstory to them in my videos, and just showcase them as a sort of world. I'm building my own server where we're trying to build our own country with several builders on. And so far it's going quite well. And we have got quite a few different cities, all built in different sort of styles of the 19th, 18th, and sort of even 17th century of some of them. So yeah, that's kind of what I do.
Fantastic. And you mentioned obviously there that you're building a world. That's I gather where the name comes from, isn't it? It's what does WBC Builds stand for?
Yes, a good question. So WBC Builds stands for Whiteberg City Builds. So that is the main capital city and the name of the country. I shortened it down to WBC because it's just a nicer sort of acronym to have. And then it's actually a real life company, well, not even real life. It's a company within the game as well. So it's
Right.
like a sort of a strange, what's the word for that? I'm not sure. Like not a paradox, but it's a loop that connects it all together. A reference. There we go.
Yes. A circular reference within your world.
Yeah, exactly that.
Brilliant. So going back a bit, obviously you've got your server now. You're building your own world in there. But how long have you actually been playing Minecraft?
Oh, now that is a really easy question to answer, actually. I've been playing it since the 1st of April 2011.
Very
Now,
specific.
yeah, I remember it because it was the day after my 15th birthday. So I bought it then, and then I haven't stopped playing it since.
Fantastic. And
Yeah, I think I took maybe a 2-year break around sort of 2016, 17 when there wasn't really much going on with the game, but I've come back to it now and it's my daily routine.
so putting yourself back there, 15-year-old Kieran, playing the game, do you remember your first ever base?
I do. So I just watched the Yogscast do their survival island on the sand sort of island. And I went and built the same sort of thing. So I just dug into some sand and tried to build a sort of house down there. And then recently, I rediscovered my first ever proper world and went back to my first little oak house. And I was like, wow, this is exactly how I remember it. So yeah, that's quite amazing that I've managed to keep that world for what was it now? 10 years. Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy, and like looking back as well, just it's one of those emotive things where everybody seems to just remember that first world. But that is quite a long time ago, Kieran. So what does keep you coming back to the game?
It is just my love for recreating architecturally interesting buildings. So I love oddities and obscurities, and so the idea of actually building them in game keeps me coming back. I do enjoy a bit of survival on the side, as you well know, but it isn't my main draw. My main draw is just the creative side of building and pushing stuff to the limits. This game isn't designed for this style, so I really enjoy trying to make the best I can with what we've got.
And when you started playing the game, or maybe even since then, is there like a death that makes you remember? So it can be quite a scary game at times, and it can be quite PTSD causing in some cases. But is there a single, like your first base, a single death that kind of makes you still shudder?
Yes, and I believe you were the culprit of that death.
I don't know what you're talking about, Kieran.
Well, should we explain how this happened and whether I believe it was actually a legitimate kill or not?
Yeah, yeah, it probably does need some backstory here. So Kieran plays on an SMP server at the AlphaCraft server with me, and he joined after I did. So during his introduction, he came into my world, which is a Wild West world, and I was just showing him around. And then, what happened after that?
So we had just slept for the night, and there was some beasts and creepers out in the streets, and Adie decides to draw his bow and take a shot at one of the skeletons coming out from the side. Without actually noticing, I was directly in front of him about to do the same thing. And so off goes my head, and I fall to the floor, and I suddenly died before even actually starting the server.
Yes, you hadn't laid a single block, I don't think, in the game, and you already had your first death. So apologies for that. I do promise it was an accident. You were downrange, is all I'm saying. But yeah, so I apologise for any sleepless nights that I've caused from that, Kieran.
There has been a few moments on the game where I'm like, is he going to come back and go for round 2? So that's definitely my most memorable death today.
The timing of it was brilliant, and I also am never ever going to live that one down. So yeah, we'll probably remember that one for years to come. But all the time that you've been building, obviously there's been a point where you've decided that you wanted to start a YouTube channel. What was it that kind of made you make that decision?
Right. Well, this isn't my first time of doing this. This isn't my first rodeo. I have had a go previously in the past with some older channels. So I've always had this sort of idea of wanting to make content. But this time I came at it from a different idea. I wanted to do something where I was recreating real life buildings, but also just trying to show progress on a town or something I was building. So I went, you know what, time-lapse builds videos would be quite good for this. Why not make a YouTube channel? And so since then, it's sort of kept snowballing, and the idea of sort of inspiring people to have a go at this style as well is really where I've come on to now, and that's kind of the goal for the channel.
And what would you say is the hardest thing about actually doing YouTube?
I would say it is having the time to do the building, the editing, and then the extra stuff that goes along with it, answering comments, uploading a video, sorting out description. It's the back end stuff that you don't really think about. It takes hours sometimes. Get a nice sort of thumbnail going. So that's the sort of the one thing that I find not hardest, but most time consuming, I would say.
And in terms of your channel, it's safe to say that your channel is doing pretty well, and rightly so. Again, another plug. Make sure you do check it out if you haven't already. But what would you say is what do you feel is the thing that launched your channel a little bit?
I would say it is sticking with the one style and the one era. I would say people know what they're coming for, so they keep coming back for more. But lately I've had a good video out. I built something that was meant to be for my 10,000 subscriber special, but ended up being just as a random time-lapse build for a country house that I just spent a good couple of months researching and then rebuilding. And that seems to have done very well, and so people are now coming over for that, and they seem to be liking what they can see across the rest of the channel. So yeah.
Yeah, well, it's fantastic content. Obviously, we've known each other for quite some time, and yeah, just seeing that coming through to fruition is a great thing to see. So congratulations, and wish you all the success as well for not just now but also in the future.
Thank you. Yes, you too.
Thank you. Now, in the time that you've been building, have you got a standout build that is your favourite thing? So is there something that you've built and you've looked at and you said, you know what, I'm really proud of that?
I would say it's Wilverley House. So my recreation of Trafalgar Park, this one video that's done quite well at the moment. I would honestly say at the second, before I've built any of the stuff I've got planned to build, this has to be my favourite build that I've ever done. It just, the way it came together, the way it sort of all worked, and the way it looks in game, it's just, it's perfect. You know, when you see that really good thing, you just sort of go, wow, chef's kiss. Great stuff.
Lovely stuff.
Yeah. Lovely stuff indeed. No. But yeah, so I've got a lot planned for the future that will definitely overtake that as my favorite build, but it's yet to come to fruition.
Cool. And yeah, so that's obviously one of the things that, again, people who play Minecraft, they've always got that one thing that they've got in mind. What if you had infinite time to spend on it, what would be the one thing that you would want to do or to build in the game?
The entirety of the south coast of England.
Not just small expectations then, like literally coastline and everything.
Yeah, well, I'm already partway there. I've got a good start going on now, but it is the time. If I had infinite time, I could do what I've got planned to do, but currently there is no chance I'm doing what I've got planned.
Well, Minecraft is an infinite world. I mean, like you never know. Who knows what the future might hold? We might be doing another one of these in a couple of years' time. You say, so I finished my build of the south coast of England, and you can see that in the description down below. So who knows? One day. But
Maybe one day.
in terms of how you do play the game, and in terms of what you like about the game, is there one block that if it were to be gone from the game forever, you just simply wouldn't miss it?
Ooh, I wouldn't miss it. A wet sponge. Never had any use for it.
Never had any use for a wet sponge at all.
Nope.
I can see where you're coming from for that one. It's the first time that wet sponge has been brought to my attention as a block in the game. I can definitely see that one. On the other end of the spectrum, though, what's your go-to block? What's your favourite block to build with?
It has to be bricks. It just has to be. They're so universally used within the style that I couldn't do anything without it, really. Even when you build something you don't think contains bricks, it contains bricks in some respects. So I would say bricks.
Now, in the time that you've been playing Minecraft, which is quite some time, there's been a lot of updates. Of those updates, what's your favourite one been?
I would say 1.16. This current one we're on now has to be my favourite. Just through the sheer amount of new blocks they brought into the game. The Blackstone. Blackstone is up there as one of my favourite new blocks to use. And then I would say that the update that got me back into the game after a long break was 1.14. So when they brought out all of that stuff going on then, and I finally sat down and played on the server with some friends and went, this is really fun again. I would say, I think I remember the last time I played was when it was in 1.9.6. So it was really quite far back.
Yeah.
Before the full game came out. And nothing had been added for a long time, and it was it ground to a halt. And the gap in between that and then is stuff that I don't think I've missed at all. So I look back at it and go, oh, okay. So yeah, definitely this latest update, and then obviously 1.17 is going to be a huge one.
Yeah,
so
massive.
Whatever comes of that, then we'll see.
Maybe we'll see an underground Georgian City springing up. Who knows?
That's an idea, like a dwarven one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh! Crossover event of the decade there, dwarven and Georgian.
Right, no one else take that idea. That's mine.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That we'll leave that one with you. To be honest, that's probably a bit beyond my knowledge of the Georgian world. But again, going back to the game. Is there one thing that if you could add anything to the game, irrespective of coding or whether it would break everything else or not, one thing that you'd like to see in?
Yeah, there definitely is, and it's quartz walls.
Walls.
Please, can we have quartz walls? Someone.
To be honest,
watching this video.
that doesn't seem to be that big an ask, to be honest. Given that you've got stairs and slabs and varieties of quartz, having walls doesn't. I don't think. Come on, Mojang, we want the quartz walls. Make Kieran happy. Make Kieran happy.
I need to build bay windows, please. Anyway, yeah, that's definitely that. I was going to say right now I'm using diorite walls to replace quartz, and it's just like it's not good enough.
Quartz is very, very much a different block to diorite. Let's be honest. Now, in the time that you've been playing, is there one thing in the game that you think you'd like to be better at? Something that you feel that you haven't necessarily mastered, but you would like to at some point improve?
Yeah, I would say it's texturing buildings, details, sort of landscapes, and that is something I'm trying to get better at. But it's not on my sort of list of things I am great at. So it comes to me sometimes to do things, but I tend to do a lot of stuff with world edit. So texturing is a little bit easier that way around, but I still need to know what to texture, what not to texture, that sort of thing. And that's the next level on my sort of building sort of career I want to take.
The builds that you do already fantastic. So yeah, there'll only be incremental improvements, I'm sure. But yeah, that's texturing can be pretty tough. Last question in this section. You've got a lovely uniform going on there. Can you tell us a little bit about how you got your skin?
Yeah, so my admin for my Discord and fellow builder Dweebs, he took on the challenge of making me a nice skin that would actually fit within the period of time we're building in. So my original skin was somewhat similar to this, but I had a huge sort of ear-to-ear grin on my face, and it looked very, very weird. But this one was actually based on Prince Albert's, I believe it's his wedding uniform. So from sort of 1830, 1840. And it has definitely a regal look to it. Yeah. And you've got all of the White Burger colours on there as well. Now, there was another skin that I think you may have seen, quite an on-brand swimming costume.
Oh dear! I don't think that this is a family channel. I don't think we can mention that here. And on that bombshell, it's probably worth us cutting away to some of the footage that I shot with Kieran a little bit earlier when he joined us and arrived at the studio.
Right. Okay. So, this is the studio. Adie Asks, is that? It's a nice big sign on the wall. He's using some red sandstone there. I haven't seen that used for a while. Now, I've just sort of arrived here for a time pool, but we'll talk more about that at some point. I don't really know. So, let's go on in. He said just to go inside, and I'm sure someone will be waiting for me. Oh, there does seem to be someone. Hello there.
Hello.
How's it going?
It's WBC Builds. Hello,
Yes.
We've been expecting you. Should I call you WBC Builds or
Well,
W?
You can call me Kieran if you wish. That's a much more sort of informal name than WBC Builds. It sounds like a whole company, doesn't it?
Yeah. Okay, Kieran. Kieran, we're expecting you. Adie is in back, and if you follow me, I'll show you to the green room.
Oh, lovely.
And the makeup room, but you don't look like I need any makeup. You're all dressed up. You're so pretty.
Yeah, I know. I've come here in my full regalia. Yeah,
You
I've got a little bit
You're
overdressed, maybe.
You're so royal looking. Let's go. This is the green room, and we've got snacks and TV, and you can stand on the water fountain if you want.
Oh yeah, sorry, I was just washing my feet as I came in.
Yeah, washing your boots. You're the most polite guest we've ever had.
Oh, that's all right then. What's this weird box over here?
That's a TV.
Oh.
You can watch it. It's fun.
Okay.
You'll pass a lot of time doing it. It's
never seen one of these before.
These little people move eventually.
Oh, that's a little bit scary. I'm not sure about
that. You can sit down like this.
Oh.
You could. See?
Oh, yeah. Oh.
See, it's relaxing. It's nice.
Oh,
you
I better
spawn
my bed there. You never know what's going to happen in this place.
No, you don't. You don't know. This is this is a little bit weird. Hair and makeup is next door, as I said, and Adie will come get you when you're ready.
Excellent.
Have fun watching the TV.
Oh, right.
Thank
you.
Okay, you can ring the bunny bell if you need anything.
Right.
I'll be outside.
Okay. Cheers. Thank you.
We don't actually have a bunny bell
I was looking around for the bunny bell.
Just shout really loud. I'm not that far away.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
So Bunny's just let me know that Kieran has now arrived at the studio, so I will head down to see him. It's really, really nice to have Kieran from WBC Builds here. Bit of time travel's possibly required to bring him from his Georgian world, but he's not. It doesn't seem to be. Wait a second. I see somebody hiding behind some banners. Hello, Kieran. Welcome.
Hello, how's it going?
It's good, thank you. Welcome to the green room and welcome to Adie Studios.
Nice, lovely to be here. It's a really nice place.
Yeah,
Very nice
I hope you've been enjoying watching a bit of the Karate Kid there on TV.
Yeah, I didn't know what this machine was. It sort of looked at me brightly, and I got scared, so I ran over there in the corner.
Yeah, that kind of explains a lot from. It's not quite so much a Georgian build, but what we have now, hopefully something that is more suited to you. If you follow me through to this studio here, we have a section that's going to find out how well you know Minecraft. So if you can come with me. Before we go any further, you did sign the waivers, didn't you?
I did, yes. I signed them in blood as required. Okay,
fantastic. And because we like to think about health and safety here. We don't want you to worry about anything. But it is important that you sign the waivers. And you did set your spawn. Again, not wanting to alarm you.
Yeah.
No, nothing sinister going on, honestly.
Okay.
Right. Well, so how well do you know Minecraft? If you would be so kind as to stand in front of that dispenser and press that button.
I'm a little bit scared to do that, but okay.
And what item did you get?
I acquired that one.
You have a pufferfish. Fantastic.
Yes.
So if you'd be so kind to come over here, climb up that ladder and perch yourself on that nice iron trapdoor seat up at the top there.
Okay.
Again, no need for you to worry about anything. Make yourself comfortable. Sit down there. I will just sit here. It's incredibly comfortable here.
I like heights, but okay, yeah.
Yeah, so I hope you're comfortable there. This is going to be how well you know Minecraft. The questions, they're reasonably simple. They do get a modicum more difficult as time goes on. Not to alarm you, but I'm sure a man of your caliber with a history like yourself is going to have no problems with them. So if you're ready, we will get going.
Yeah, all ready.
Occasionally, just to make sure that you're prepared and everything, you might see a snowball go past your head. Again, no other nefarious reason that we've got snowballs, and make sure you don't look down from this. So the first question for you is, what is the crafting recipe for a chest?
8 pieces of wood round the outside of the crafting bench with a hole in the middle. I'm really nervous now.
Nervous? No need to be nervous, Kieran. None whatsoever. So what type of wood is that? I just do need to be specific here.
Oak.
Well, no. What type of wood?
Oh, planks. Oh, I apologise,
yes.
Planks.
Yeah, see, I thought I'd give you a bit of a chance there. Just to not to worry you. So the next question, again, nice and simple for you. How many obsidian do you need to make a nether portal? And that's without the corners.
Yes. 4 plus 6, 10.
10 again. A perfect, flawless answer. So I don't know what you were worrying about at all. It's all good. The next question that we have is, what enchantment protects you from fall damage on your boots?
Feather falling.
Yes. See, 3 for 3. See?
Oh, okay, right.
You know the game far better than you thought you did.
Feeling better now, feeling better.
Yep. Next, again, like I say, the questions do get a little bit harder. What 2 wood types won't burn?
Ooh. Jungle and acacia.
Oh, jungle and acacia.
No.
There seems to have been a slight error. I don't know what happened there. If you can just step on that iron trapdoor again. Seems to have been.
Sir.
Yeah. That iron trapdoor there. If you could just move forward a bit more.
Just a bit.
You seem to have found a slight flaw in the system there by cheating. But we'll carry on with the questions and see how well you do. So,
right, okay.
Which mob will drop and can drop a nautilus shell?
The weird little thing that swims around the bottom of the ocean near the Guardian's place.
What kind of mob is that?
It's a fish.
And what kind of fish?
Is it a Guardian fish?
I think you'll find it's actually a drowned.
Oh, okay.
So unfortunately, Kieran didn't survive, despite all of his attempts to survive. So now I will try and resurrect him, and we will bring him over to the sofa to get into the questions. So yeah, unfortunately, Kieran didn't know quite enough about Minecraft in order to survive that slight experience earlier. But he is back with us on the sofa now to answer some of the quickfire questions that we've got. So Kieran, just for your information, I'm going to fire some questions at you. Just give me the first answers that come into your head, pretty much.
Right. Okay. Yep. Got it.
Yep. So the first question we have is, what's your favourite wood?
Stripped birch.
Witch farm or feeling calm?
Witch farm.
Okay. Mending or infinity?
Mending.
What is your favourite month?
March.
The Ender Dragon or the Wither?
The Ender Dragon.
Townhouse or Mickey Mouse?
Townhouse.
Constant upheaval or building medieval?
Constant upheaval, please.
Ooh, controversial. What is your favourite movie?
Star Wars.
Are we talking? Are we talking?
I mean, A New Hope. Actual
Yeah,
Star Wars.
so I was gonna say, yeah. Call yourself a Star Wars fan. Oh,
yeah.
But yeah, A New Hope, good choice. So golden carrot or blue and yellow parrot?
Golden carrot.
Which month were you born in?
March.
So that explains the earlier question then, by chance. Shaders or texture pack?
Shaders.
Avril Lavigne or a Minecraft ravine?
Avril Lavigne.
Honeycomb or stately home?
Stately home.
Parkour or park bench?
Park bench. Speed
runs or humorous puns?
Humorous puns.
What is your favourite mob?
Creeper.
Okay. Do you like it an axolotl or an axolotl?
Axolotl.
A wither in flight or wuthering heights?
A wither in flight.
Interior or exterior?
Exterior.
Georgian town or never break down?
Well, a Georgian town, please, sir.
Redstone or dinnerbone?
Redstone.
What is your favourite biome in the game?
Plains.
Okay. Java or guava?
Java.
Marshmallow fluff or lovely stuff?
Lovely stuff.
What is your favourite TV show?
House of Cards was.
Bedrock or an electric shock?
Electric shock.
Seems to be quite popular with people.
Yeah.
Should they add concrete stairs?
No.
No. Ooh, controversial again.
Yeah.
Chicken jockey or roller hockey?
Roller hockey.
Walhampton or Chipping Camden?
Walhampton.
What is your favourite food?
Chinese.
Chinese. Any specific thing within a Chinese menu?
I would say it's Hong Kong style pork, sweet and sour pork.
Oh, good choice. Good choice indeed. Post Malone or Cobblestone?
Post Malone.
Horses or llamas?
Llamas.
Sway Tower or a pretty flower?
Sway Tower.
And the last question, a guitar bass or a bass guitar?
Bass guitar.
Bass guitar. Oh, thank you very, very much for answering those incredibly insightful questions. I'm sure that people won't roast you in the comments for not immediately saying A New Hope instead of Star Wars. But aside from that deliberate mistake...
I was going to say, it was titled Star Wars. That's
yes,
the thing. It is.
Yes, that is true. Does when it was the only film, was it really referred to as A New Hope, or did that come later? There's again one for people to discuss in the comments. But It has been absolutely fantastic having you here with us today, Kieran. Thank you very, very much for joining us here.
Thank you for having me.
All of your stuff, your links to your channel, etc., will be in the description. So I do highly recommend Kieran's channel. It is an absolutely brilliant watch, and you won't be disappointed. It's something very different to a lot of people in the Minecraft world. So yeah, go and make sure you do check it out. So again, thank you for joining us. And all that's left to be said is... thank you for watching. Make sure you do leave a comment, you like, and you subscribe to the channel and to Kieran's channel. And I will see you next time on Adie Craft. Bye.
Goodbye.